Greetings fellow Earthlings and welcome to Ancestors Reborn, a show where we bring the best Ancestors Legacy players together and allow them to compete weekly to claim their victories. I am MELKOR. I am bringing you a show that gives you access to the top players, their strategies, how they fight and how the games are won. Witness as the slightest decisions can change the tide of the entire battlefield, and the smallest base rush can leave a pro's legacy in ruin. Now, on Ancestors Reborn. Greetings fellow Earthlings, and welcome to the first ever episode of Ancestors Reborn. As that intro said, it's just something that's brings Ancestors Legacy and entertainment together, and I thought doing commentaries like this would be the best way. They should help people learn how to play a little bit, but they should also, it should be something relaxing to watch, or maybe exciting, I've got no idea. Today we have Stevanevus versus Morhon both playing today in an event organised by the OP noobs, who I'll link some things of theirs down below. Yeah, they host tournaments and stuff, so if you are a game developer then, and are wanting to host your own tournament, then, you know, check those out. They seem to be good so far. Yes, then. But today we have Stevanevus versus Morhon. Both interestingly chose to go for a random faction, which I found very brave of them both to do. And both got Anglo-Saxons, funnily enough, so they're both the same faction, and it will be interesting to see who wins. Morhon in blue at the south, Stevanevus at the top in red. This map is Lost Heritage, the old original map, as some of you might remember if you played in the beta, the first ever 1v1 map that ever existed. So yeah, I'm excited to start commentating. It looks like Morhon capped his first village, and Stevanevus a little bit delayed, but he's managed to get his first one now. Morhon looks like he's moving around to C, and Steve is probably done a move to B by the looks of things. Yeah, so this these Anglo-Saxons, it's going to be interesting to see what they both go for. Yeah, obviously. I thought it was kind of obvious, but still interesting. Both are going for the tier 2 barracks start. And it looks like Morhon is going to get to his second village first, just because he set off first. He's going to start taking that, and Stevanevus is going to start taking his village. A bit about these players: Stevanevus, brilliant player, brilliant person as well. I like Stevanevus. He's here playing today. He hasn't played in a while apparently, so I think he's a little bit rusty. He's not that used to the Heroes patch, I believe. I could be, of course, wrong, but yes, he's not, of course, going to be playing at his top level, I don't think, or maybe he might surprise us all, I don't know. Morhon actually won the last tournament, which was hosted by the OP noobs again, like 2 weeks ago or something. No, 1 week ago. I can't remember. I don't keep track of the weeks. I'm on holiday. I don't even know what day it is right now. But yeah, he won the last tournament. Well played to him. He beat Methodius in the final. Methodius, another brilliant opponent, so that just shows how good he is. So these two are both top tier players. In the first OP noobs tournament, it was actually Stevanevus who came second. So, you know, both have proven themselves in tournaments, and, you know, to me as well, I've played against them both, and they're both much better than me. Surprisingly, Morhon's better than me. I just say that because he was originally like a 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3 player, but, you know, it seems like he's a 1v1 god as well. Looks like we're going to have our first engagement here. Stevie managed to catch Morhon's hero, but he's going to get shot in the back with his shields. Seems like there's something going on over here, and an interesting trap placed by Stevanevus there as well. I don't know who's going to win this fight here. Will the shieldmen manage to kill the hero, or will Morhon be able to kill the shieldmen first? I don't know. I think Stevanevus has actually done come on top. Is Morhon going to retreat his hero in time? Oh, he lost his hero. That's going to be bad. Is he done and fall into his trap? Oh, he actually spotted the trap, so that was good for Morhon, but yeah, having to pull back his slingers now. That's a big loss there by Stevanevus to lose his hero. No, Morhon to lose his hero. Sorry, I get the names mixed up. But yeah, it looks like he's advancing very slowly, but he is advancing towards the slingers. Stevanevus' hero. He's going to start shooting him back probably. I'll say Morhon is at a slight advantage here just because he's actually kind of attacking the settlement and disrupting resources. Not much anymore. Stevanevus has released his peasants again, so they're able to start gathering some resources again. But then again, Morhon did lose his hero, so it's going to be interesting to see how he deals with this. It'd be also interesting to know whether he did that on purpose. Maybe he didn't see much point in the hero, just thought, might as well use him, get him killed off, and then train an extra unit, because, you know, he's now got 2 swordsman units, whereas Stevanevus also has 2 swordsman units, but only just has 2, so... yeah, maybe there was actually something good about losing the hero. It means Morhon doesn't have to spend investment into an extra house. Stevanevus retreating his slingers there and having to put this village on guard. I doubt Morhon will go and try and take it. Although I'll have to do something about this hero. Yeah, he doesn't have the troops to take it, and especially when it's starting to snow a little bit as well. He's actually going to pull back into the wheat fields. Stevanevus moving up the hill, slow and steady, making sure there's no traps. Morhon does have a slinger unit here, and it looks like he's got reinforcements, but I don't think it's going to be enough, especially if he raises the defence of this village. Oh, and Morhon came with another swordsman, which I did not realise. This is what losing a hero did. It meant he could invest less into houses and get an extra unit early on, so it has seemed to work out in his favour, and he's going to take this village here. Stevanevus' hero like suicide charging into that. It's not sadly going to be enough for him. Morhon's slingers trying an engagement here with some swordsmen, however they are being shot by the village. He should probably have enough units to take this village down, however that might not be enough once these extra swordsmen come, and yeah, he has realised. I don't know if they knew the extra swordsmen, but he did get a little bit worried that there might be another unit coming, so I had to pull back, and it looks like Morhon's swordsman is going to just capture them on their retreat. But they did get flanked, which, you know, very unlucky time and angle in there. Morhon did manage to take this top point here, which means he should soon have 3 villages, and Stevanevus will only have 1. Stevanevus' hero very weak. Morhon having to use his slingers to fire in the back of his swordsmen to get a few extra hits. That should win in the battle, yeah, should win down here. Weirdly, Morhon losing his hero that early on, it's weirdly helped him, I think. You know, it's kind of understandable, but still, it just shows how weak the Anglo-Saxon hero is compared to the others, with him being an arch unit. He's a unit that you've got to fiddle with a little bit. He's like a very heavy micromanaged unit. Slingers got caught in melee. That could have been a mistake, I'm guessing, or maybe just wanted to get the flanking bonus. Wait, I gotta admit, I didn't expect that, but, you know, both of these players better than me, so what can I really say? I know enough about the game to, like, commentate over it, but, and I know enough to, like, come in 4th place in tournaments, as I have done twice in a row now, but, you know, I don't think I'm ever done away, and I'm happy with that. I've got a life to live. I'm not saying these people don't, but I've got lots of stuff to do. I don't have time to like go top level player. Anyway, it looks like Morhon had to retreat this, but Stevanevus had to retreat also, so it's kind of worked in both their favours. Morhon's going to get here first and replenish, and Stevanevus is going to do the same, but as his base. Morhon has not noticed, I don't think, the Stevanevus slinger unit here, so that's going to, of course, attack the village. Probably take it as well if Morhon does not notice in time. Morhon taking village A, probably done take it, although the snow could cause a bit of a problem, but it shouldn't be too much. Morhon has spotted Stevanevus' hero here, he's trying to run away with that. Can he take this village? But in the meantime, can Morhon take this one as well? If this works in Morhon's favour, Morhon could have 4 villages to Stevanevus' 1. If it doesn't, then, you know, Stevanevus could balance it out a little bit here. But I think it's going to actually... I think both of them are going to take a village from this. Yeah, this hero is just annoying Morhon right now. placing a trap here. It's not going to get noticed, I don't think, so this could actually capture these swordsmen here if he managed to defeat his slingers. If his slingers are still stood here when we get seen, then yeah, that might look a little bit obvious. It's going to be interesting to see how that will unfold. Yeah, he's pulling back now. No, he's done a fall for it, he's done a fall for it. And yep, there he went, he got caught by the trap. It didn't do too much damage, it did a lot of morale damage, and it's just going to slow Stevanevus down a little bit and give Morhon time to like replenish and get a good defense ready, so yeah, definitely worth it. And oh, Stevanevus, he destroyed the village, but it didn't have time to capture it. Morhon came in, charging with a swordsman to the rescue, managed to take her, and as I expected, Morhon is going to end up with 4 villages to Stevanevus' 1. It's not looking good for Stevanevus right now. He has to like invest in technology, I guess, and just go for catapults. Yeah, we can see the blacksmith already built. I think that's what he's going to go for. Tier 3 catapult. Although Morhon does also have a blacksmith as well, so maybe they're just growing technology. Morhon also in archery range for some reason. I can't see any archer units around yet, but well, yeah, it does actually make sense. He's playing on defensive, get some sneaky archers placed around, let them fire in, and you know, it will work for him. If you're playing on the defenses, archers are good, but I'm not an archer person, as some of you may know. Alright, this village has been defended. It's now gold tier. I don't think Stevanevus can take this. He just doesn't have enough troops, and especially when Morhon's got reinforcements here and here, he could just easily fold in whenever there seems to be some difficulties. Yeah, Morhon's going to keep that. Again, this battle here, Stevanevus sending in spears to deal with swords. Maybe he expected Morhon to rotate onto axemen by this point. I don't know. Stevanevus having to retreat his hero. Yeah, it's not looking good. It's really not looking good. Stevanevus retreating now. He's going to get caught by these swordsmen again. They're going to take a lot of damage. They might even wipe a squad as well. That would be really interesting to see. Yeah, they wiped a squad. Stevanevus calls GG. Well played to you both there. That was interesting to watch. And yeah, there we go. Thank you to both Stevanevus and Morhon for letting me record this and spectate over the match. It was definitely an interesting one. I just felt Morhon had it throughout the entire thing. When he lost his hero, maybe Stevanevus might have had an advantage there, perhaps. But it seemed to work more in Morhon's favour. And yeah, I think that's actually why he won it, mostly because of losing his hero. Then again, this is not saying that Stevanevus is a bad player, of course. He is out of practice, he hasn't been on for a while. I don't think he was even able to take part in the last tournament because of stuff, so yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how both of these players actually fight when both of them are back on form, like at their full height. That would definitely be interesting to see. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm probably going to do more of these throughout the day. Again, thank you to OP Noobs as well. I'll link their YouTube and stuff down below. Just got a message from Stevanevus. Always happy that you'll be posting my failures on YouTube, and I'm always happy to upload them as well. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and goodbye.